So I'm, excuse me, just cruising down the highway here, and going to be so happy when allergy season is completely over. We need some fucking rain here to kind of wash things out, but so I'm a music man, and music is my life, and it always has been, and I anticipate it always will be. And I'm not ashamed of that, I mean, there's a lot of other things could be far worse. So to those who know me, it's no surprise. They understand that about me, and maybe even somewhat appreciate that about me. But, as you all know, we lost Neil Peart back in January to brain cancer. He was the drummer of the progressive rock band Rush, and in my estimations, and I think many others from what I can see, was the greatest drummer, we've ever heard in popular music. And it's still not sitting very well with me to know that he's gone. And, I knew the band was over in 2015 when they did their R40 tour, and I was, fortunate enough to see one of the few concerts that they did that year. And I remember being at that show, and it was very emotional, and I found myself at points, even shedding a few tears, because I knew in my heart that, this was the end of that era, that band, for recording and live tours and things. And I'd seen him, 6-7 times, and certainly I wish I saw him more. But, back to Neil, the drummer, I've read some of his books, and he's been a real inspiration to me, and I know to countless others around the world. And, I've just been kind of jamming some Rush this past week, and I kind of dig into certain bands when I really need that pick-me-up, and Van Halen and Rush are my two all-time favorite bands. And I listen to select songs. And it hurts me in my soul that Neil's gone, but, the great thing is that he was once here, and he got to share his gift with the world. And I think to myself, I've always tried to be that person to go out of my way to meet those select few in my life that have come through my life for whatever reason, and meet them and say thank you. And I'm saddened that I didn't meet Neil Peart. He was a very private man. He rarely would give interviews, and if the band did meet and greets, it would be Geddy and Alex, that would do that part. He just, was very shy and private, and that was understood in the Rush family, and that's how he was. So I was just sitting here thinking, I really wish I could have told him in person how much he meant to me. And then I just heard this voice in my head say, it was like him telling me from someplace else, maybe we didn't meet face to face, man to man, but coming to the shows was a way of saying thank you. And anybody who was in that crowd, they're there for a reason, They didn't take a wrong turn off the highway, or, lost a bet and had to go to a Rush show or something, So you think to yourself, I wish I could have told you thank you so much. then I heard this voice tell me, you did thank me because you came to the shows and you bought the albums. You got the meaning of what we were trying to convey. And then it was just like this overwhelming sense of calm about it. You know, it was like he just told me from the afterworld, you know. I know I meant something to you, and you meant something to me for coming to the shows and allowing, you know, our music to make you happier in your life. So, I don't know, I'm just rambling. I'm just having one of those moments, and I thought I'd just put it out there. And I guess this is my letting my guard down and just talking, but not very many people have impressed me to that level in this world. And he was certainly one of them. And I'm sure you guys can guess who some of the other ones were, musically speaking. And I'm just so thankful and blessed I got to see him and live it when it was happening. You know, and it was some special shit. So I'll leave it here. If any of you feel that way about someone in this world, whether it's music or sports or, believe it or not, politics or a school teacher, whoever it is, if you ever could find the way to get it done, and it may take some that E word, some effort, but tell those people in your life, if it's possible, how much of an impact they've made. Because it makes you feel good, and I've been on the other end of it too, and it makes you feel good to hear that from somebody that, you know, you've made a difference. So, just a little something to think about on this Saturday afternoon as I stare down life's highway. I love you guys. And I hope you guys are hanging in there, and I'm doing my best too. Okay? Talk soon.